Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today, home of political news and other reports that concern some key events happening in the country. Some days ago, IPOB came up with an instruction that there should be cattle boycott in Southeast. Precisely, they placed a ban on the sales of beef and anything cattle in the Southeast. And this has triggered a lot of reactions from different people. A day ago, if you check our feed, you're going to see the response of the northern traders in the Southeast. But right now, there seems to be a boomerang effect of that instruction, as Coalition for Northern Group has also sent instruction up north. And that's what we're going to be looking at in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell notification so that you get all our news in a jiffy. All right, according to the news, the Coalition of Northern Group, CNG, has reacted to the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB's ban on the consumption of Fulani cows' beef in Southeast, calling for a total boycott of all businesses operated by the Igbos all over the north. CNG, through its spokesperson Abdul Aziz Suleiman, said that IPOB's order issued in a statement on Monday by one Emma Powerful amounted to a grave provocation and serious threat to northern commercial interests in the Southeast and by extension to the physical well-being of northerners living as minority among Igbo communities. In a renewed resolve to pay a coin for any direct or indirect attack or threat to northerners and their interests anywhere in the country, the CNG called for the total boycott of all businesses, goods, and services operated by Igbos in the north, effective from the same April 2022. The CNG also called on northerners everywhere to decline support for any political party or formation or movement that has the active participation of Southeast politicians. This is serious. For the avoidance of doubt, the North, while maintaining its tradition of tolerance and accommodation, shall, however, no longer be disposed to condoning further acts of irresponsibility in the form of deliberate threat of intimidation or harassment targeted at northerners living and doing legitimate businesses elsewhere in the country. He said that since such targeted utterances have in the past been preluded to physical attack on northerners and destruction of their properties, in particularly the Southeast, we urge northerners or northern transporters and suppliers of goods to consider alternative trade routes to avoid the imminent risk that comes with IPOB trades. We warn that the North has had enough of the antagonism from the Southeast and its attack dogs, the IPOB, and will no longer remain passive under such deliberate and sustained attack, and will henceforth be forced to react to every provocation and unwarranted abuse and violation. All those who have no other useful vocation other than attacking northerners under the slightest of pretext should know that our patience has reached its nadir. The northerners or the not reticence in speaking out or taking action is not born out of fear or ignorance of how to respond in kind. Those were the words of the spokesperson of Coalition of Northern Group. And this is not a good one, I'm telling you. That's why during periods like this, I've always been saying that the governors owe the people a responsibility, to swiftly respond to stuff like this. Now, the northerners also are kind of firing back, and they're saying that all the businesses that is striving in the north owned by Southeasterners should be avoided. And they even went further to speak against voting or that any political party that is hosting any Southeasterner as presidential aspirant should be avoided. It's a serious one. I'm telling you, this one is very, 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 very serious. That's why during my comment on this thing, I preferred the civil disobedience, because this one I know is going to have grave consequences on a lot of Southerners as a whole who are living up north. And if nothing is done about it, and April comes, and the Southeastern, that's IPOB, mandate enforcement of that instruction they give, placing a ban on cattle, it will spell doom also for Southerners up north. I don't know how the issue will be handled at this point. But however, I like to read some of the comments of Nigerians in respect to these. And the first person in the list here says, what IPOB said is just a story. They won't do anything as a then. Another person picked up that same reply, that statement, and said, you think that IPOB are jokers. When they give instruction, they stand by their instruction. It's either the government will wake up and do the needful by ensuring that they establish peace between IPOB and the North. Another person here says, CNG wants to behave like a proscribed group. Well, they haven't been known for their intelligence. Another one here says, look at how they have dragged CNG out and they are responding foolishly. This one said, this is the type of red meat news the old youth Suleiman likes to jump on. Wait for his twin Shetima to follow suit. He said the North does not belong to Fulani, just as the Southeast does not belong to IPOB. Suleiman, the old youth, should keep quiet. Hold Buhari responsible for all the bad blood flowing in the entire country. Buhari is the person dividing the country. This one here says, Che, what a country. The Igbos are toothless bulldogs. You can imagine God sending them a prophet in the person of Nnamdi Kanu, and he was betrayed by an Igbo person. And since the day that man was kidnapped and brought back to Nigeria, the ground isn't shaking. To all Igbos, go and sleep. You guys are toothless bulldogs. This one here say, this is the best time to marry an Igbo lady. No family will ask you to buy a cow before you marry their daughter. Just buy small goats or fowl. So, who told you they won't tell you to bring cow? Are they no native cow? They'll just tell you bring native cow. What is that one? You're trying to boycott paying dowry, eh? My brother, they'll tell you bring native cow. There's no way you can escape it. Well, that was on a lighter note, but the issue is quite serious. I'm telling you, it's a way. It's a step that may frustrate a lot of things in the country. And right now, with the emergence of no fuel subsidy, possible retrenchment of people, a lot of people will be going into trade. Some will be traveling to the north to bring things down to the south. And if this issue of ban here stands, it therefore means we are looking at serious frustration for Nigerians in the nearest future. Hopeful that the government will do something about it. I'd like to leave it there. What's your position now that the Northerners have also given their response, which may likely result to frustration for the politicians who are aiming at presidential position come 2023? Let's